This is a quick video on the operation of the wunderlinq from Black Box Embedded. It's basically designed for BMW motorcycles, and it can take the place of your sat-nav, sort of 5 and 6. How the unit works: it actually connects to your phone via Bluetooth and gives you all the information from the bike that the sat-nav would normally receive. So first of all, we'll bring up the phone. Now on my phone I've actually got a folder where I keep all the apps where I have on my bike. So one of the first things I would I've personally done and recommend to do is have a lock, so that you can have your phone in landscape mode and it stays there, and regardless of what your bike is doing, it remains within that, so the screen's not flicking around constantly. Okay. Secondly, on the BMWs, on with the TFT ones where you've got the BMW connected app, when you're using your apps, you're best to actually open the apps first and then just sort of close them down, leave them running in the background, and then you'll find things will actually work a little bit better for you. This is the actual wunderlinq app itself, and you'll see here on the TFT screen bikes you will need to select nav. On the analog screen dash you won't need to do that. So then you'll be able to see that I'm actually changing this screen with the Wonder Wheel, and you'll probably recognise this screen from the sat navs, and this will give you the information from the bike. Obviously a lot of it's blank at the moment simply because the bike's not running, so you can manipulate that. You can sort of go down to how many of your squares you wish, and you can alter these. So if you wanted the speedo here, you can have the speedo there. But another thing with this particular app, you can actually scroll and have a speedo, and if you press and hold and let go, you'll get a compass. Press and hold again, not long enough, you'll actually get an imitation of the digital dashboard. So, which is a nice little feature, but obviously personally I don't need it. And so here you can scroll through things. This is your voice assistant, so you can press this and ask your phone to perform tasks like navigation, calling somewhere, so on and so forth. You can bring up your music, so call your contacts. You can take a photograph, so this is a photograph going forwards, and you can also take a selfie of yourself sitting on the bike. You can also start recording, so if you've got a clear view through with your phone, you can actually record the road ahead. So this is a start trip log, which you if you're on a journey and you wish to record that journey on a map, this is what you would use that for. Here, if you've turned up somewhere and you think, no, I'd like to come back here again, you can set a waypoint on there. This, obviously, if you've set waypoints, you can then sort of go into this so it can navigate you to those waypoints. Settings, basically settings. Weather map. You can select this and bring up a map of your local weather. Nice sunny day for me today, so it's not really showing a great deal. This will take you back to your home screen on your phone. So you press and hold, press and hold. Nope, too late. Come back out. Okay. So this has actually gone further than I expected. This is the apps that I actually have in my folder. So I have Spotify. You can press and hold, and then I can bring up my music, whatever I have playing on Spotify. With the wheel, when you press and hold, it's approximately between 2 and 3 seconds, but the action actually takes place when you actually let go of the wheel rather than holding and pushing. If you hold it for too long, on my particular bike I've got lights on the front. If I hold it for too long, those lights will start to flash. So it only needs to be for a couple of seconds, and then let go, and as you let go, that's what performs the task. So you can go to your maps. So if you wanted to go onto Google Maps, so I don't know, hopefully you can see this. There's like a little blue box that's highlighting the app here, and you just press let go and it'll bring up Google Maps. And then you can sort of put into the maps whatever you wish to wherever you wish to go. I personally use the navigation app from my route app, so I can go into that and to highlight the navigation and tracking, press and hold, and I can go to the routes, anything of that nature there. So I'll come back out of that again. Now obviously this is all my other apps, so if you had the inclination and you wanted to go to Facebook whilst you're riding along, you can do. Or you got Twitter, you can go to the bank, but yeah, it's all your apps are there, and you can select all the apps within your phone. They're all there. So this is not just limited to the wunderlinq app itself. You can use whichever app on your phone. The one thing you may find sometimes, not all this works is classed as a keyboard stroke. Or a mouse stroke or something like that. So if you can imagine like using a mouse on your bike, this is emanating that. Unfortunately, not all apps support keyboard. It's not a fault of the wunderlinq, it's just that the app itself doesn't support a keyboard. And so you're going to get some apps you're going to go into and this is not going to work how you expected. And so sometimes you just have to intervene and actually press the screen on your phone. And that's basically how it works. I'm connected up to my helmet, and so if I wanted to go to music, I can go onto Spotify, highlight the music, I'll get to play there eventually, and press and hold, and hopefully in the background there you can hear my music starting to play. Again, if you wish to stop your music, press and hold, and that will then stop the music, and you can then come out of this app. And so if you've got a playlist within your music, you can scroll down that playlist and play that playlist. That was just a random song that I played. That's pretty much how it works. The only thing I would suggest if you do go down this route is that you just take a bit of time and work with it, so rather than just sort of jumping straight on your bike and expecting it to work straight out of the box how you expect your sat nav to work. It doesn't work like that. It's just a slightly different system, and you need to get used to how it works. And bearing on the safety side of things, as with your sat nav, if you want to import or input a route into your sat nav, in all honesty, you're better to stop and actually do it that way. So you can have integration between this and your hand or your glove to actually input that in, just being safe. But that's not saying that you can do it all from the wheel. But erring on the safe side of safety, you're better off to stop and actually do that. If I wanted to go into my phone book, for instance sake, I can do so, and then I've got all the my phone book down there and previous calls and things like that. So it's so anything that's on your phone, you can pretty much control with this. And it makes a nice little gadget, and so you've now got the power of your mobile phone, a modern mobile phone, rather than a sat nav which is very limited on what it can actually do. And I say thank you very much for listening. I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying, and happy riding. Thank you.